All right. Once again, Upscale Media Group, Rizzo, opening up another In the Lane podcast. Welcome on Monday night. Rome, introduce yourself, sir.
That's Jerome Lane with In the Lane. Then we got
Kelley.
Kelly, who?
Kelley Williams-Bolar. Kelley with two E's, that is. All right now.
And you got Pariece Williams with Upscale Media Group, Rizzo Nation.
Yes, sir.
Maurice, right? Nobody important.
All right.
You are important.
That's our
you
community.
to show you important.
Our
Yes, you
community
matter.
service.
Don't do that now. You matter.
Our community service worker over here, he's helping us out. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into it. We want to just take a second and talk about some recent media issues. One in particular, Terrelle Pryor, former Old State quarterback, Cleveland Browns, has been in the news. He's been in the news for having an altercation with his current girlfriend of a year and a half, 2 years. What's her name? Shalea Briston. And we just want to kind of open it up, talk about what happened, what the issues were. I specifically want to know if, in fact, does sports personalities have everyday issues like the rest of us? Is it blown out of proportion because they're sports personalities and they feel above the law? What exactly happened? So let's kind of dive into that. As we know, Terrelle Pryor was stabbed over the weekend by his girlfriend. It seems like it was an ongoing spat. They've had a toxic relationship since they've been together. And they are also setting up to try to define if she attempted murder. I think they charged her with attempted murder.
Absolutely. It was
And he was also charged with assault.
He was charged with assault. Okay, let's weigh in. Let's talk about it. What y'all got?
It was at his apartment, right?
Yep.
He said it was okay. And then she was charged with attempted homicide and aggravated assault.
Well, you got to think about, okay, first of all, we're talking about pro athletes, and they think they're above the law 9 times out of 10. And they go overboard with things they do, thinking they can pay their way to get out of certain situations. But the bottom line, we all know that you just can't be putting your hands on no woman. I mean, Terrelle Pryor got to be about 6'3", 6'4".
Right, he's 6'4", yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least 230, 240, somewhere around in there. And that little woman probably, I read she about 150.
Oh.
So, I mean, it you don't get nothing out of it, you know what I'm saying, by beating her up. But I do be that devil's advocate. I have been in a situation where, if my girl coming home at 4 in the morning, you can probably cook an egg on my head how mad I am. Right. So, you got to be looking at it both ways, but somebody got to be the bigger person. And it don't like it's like that. It's just like this turmoil over there.
It's turmoil.
So both of them are at fault.
So, some kind of way. Well, I'm not saying they both at fault, but I'm just saying he should have just, went to bed, woke up, and it might have been a better situation. And when you're sitting there getting madder and madder and madder, right?
Hold on, Rome. He's a quarterback, first of all. He was in the pros. Come on, man.
Well, what does his position have to do with?
Explain
to me.
Oh, I'm ready to break that down. So you telling me a left tackle is going to have the same energy, the same machismo as a quarterback?
Pro athlete's pro athlete.
Yeah, okay.
But look at her side too. As I'm a female, in the back of her mind, that whole time that she was out, I guarantee you, she was thinking, it's going to be a problem tonight. And that's why, if I read it correctly, allegedly she had a friend come in with her. Because she knew it was going to be some stuff. If you know this, why agitate? Why put that out there to make a person...
Shaq, you're looking confused. What's going on?
Wait. I guess my question would be, what led them... What kind of road did they have to go through to get to this point? I'm hearing
it was definitely rocky.
Yeah,
right.
I'm hearing some things, and to a point, I can understand, but I want more of the backstory. What led to this?
Like, has it always been like this?
Oh yeah,
Is it
no,
tr-
from the
is it
beginning.
trend?
From the
They said
beginning.
over the past year that they've been having a rocky relationship, and it's just been up and down. So I mean, and the people that was with her said that he probably is going. He need to be. They needed to not save him. That's what they said.
Man,
They said
that's
it was
bananas.
Yeah. They said,
So there's deeper rooted issues.
yeah, they said
Then
he should
what's
have.
going
They
on?
should have let him die. They said.
Oh wow.
That's more anger.
yeah.
These are the people
Anger.
that was like
Tell
his
me-
girlfriends.
When you say anger, what are you talking about anger? When you say anger.
You don't. Me and you have a conversation and you fall out. Let him die. That's anger.
Well, that's anger
So
from their standpoint, but they're saying from a justifying standpoint.
That he went over the top or something, and he almost like he deserved to get what
we
he
could
was
get into a fight. I ain't gonna say let him die.
No.
But we
so
don't
what
know.
led to that moment?
Okay, but you got to think about this, though. The girl and his girlfriend drove him to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, to save his life.
To
It'll save his life.
Right. Even though she smirked on that mugshot.
They drove him to the hospital with that wound in his chest. They took him.
Did she say, I want to get rid of him, but I don't want to catch a case behind this?
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
it
it was. Yep.
But
I'm
I
saying
want to
she
know.
was getting beat, and she was just trying to get anything to get him off.
That
of her.
might be true. That could be
I
true.
done stabbed my
Right.
baby. Let me hurry up and get him to the hospital.
Right, that-
Let me help him.
But if
Now,
they.
go ahead. No, because
Well, I
I'm.
was just
Ooh, wait.
thinking. No, you're right. But my thing is, if they are leading, if they know, they're both fighting, going towards the kitchen. He know that she wasn't about to cook.
No
breakfast.
sweet potato pie.
So,
Right.
so therefore, you know she's going for a fork, a knife. She's going to get something to get you off of him, right? To get him off of her, right then and there. Somebody should have been like, "Yo, it's getting too deep. This is
Yeah,
getting
but
too much."
that's just
That's the heat of it.
that's the common sense. Somebody jump on you, gonna grab a chair, anything to get them off of you. I would like to know more so, because this seems like a primrose path. I want to know if it was that rocky. Why is y'all still together?
Wait a minute.
What
Wait a minute.
led-
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Wait a
Tina
minute.
Turner was.
Wait a minute.
I
No,
know.
hold on. Wait a
There
minute.
was a lot of chaos there too.
You got to bring that back. You used the statement anger. Now, it was anger from the girlfriend standpoint, but I hear abuse anger from the girlfriend's friend standpoint. But this girl is dealing with this. You don't know how long she done been.
Right.
Did he bust her in the
He's
head
been-
50 times,
But it also
14
sounds
times?
like
And it's a
Terrell
bit-
is very controlling. He's trying to control her.
Maybe.
It sounds like since he's been in the league since 2017, and the lights aren't in his face anymore, he sounds depressed.
You said lights in his
He
face.
been out the league for 2 years. I thought he wasn't in the league last year.
2017.
You said depressed.
free agent.
And you
Sounds-
said lights.
Yes.
What does that have to do with a football player as far as non-position? Because the defensive end, would he be in the lights?
Yes.
Unless you a star defensive end. But, you're not going to have a
on
right tackle.
television- You on television.
Back to my position, my argument about the position. The quarterback
on
brings
television.
machismo. What is the quarterback? He's the leader.
And then he played. Then he
played
played
wide
receivers. He
receiver.
went to receiver.
But he
Right,
is
right,
mine.
but
He was quarterback in the
at
state.
one point,
Yeah.
right.
But you're still on television. You're still making money. I'm just saying that from the way I'm looking at it, since he ain't making that money, he might not be able to do this or do that. Maybe he was depressed.
Yeah.
that
and
could
then
be
he
possible
was-
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
And that led into other things.
Or maybe he has brain issues just from impact of him.
CTE, it could be anything.
Yes,
Right,
so it
yeah,
it could stem from a lot of different things.
That's
I know, but with her, if you see her mugshot, now I know she ain't been out on the field, and she was smiling. She had a little smirk on her face,
Well,
and that sounds to me like I'll do it again.
Well, my question for her would be, was she really in it for him for the right reasons?
Right.
That would be my question.
That ain't nothing we could even remotely address there.
Hey man, what girl ain't a gold digger? I'm seriously. I'm not telling my.
I'm not.
Right, no, listen,
I ain't never went after
I'm not gonna
nobody
tell
for
my
no
daughter.
money.
Listen, I'm not gonna
And
tell
I
my
ain't one
daughter
either.
I'm not gonna
So-
tell my daughter to go get no broke nigga. Broke person.
Right.
I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I want my daughter to hit with somebody that's
You want to come up?
take care of her.
Right.
You broke bring problems.
That's different because you want somebody to be self-sufficient, and you want someone to be able to know how to have a household and protect, bring food into the house and protect the wife, and do all what you're supposed to do. You don't want someone with a man that don't know how to do nothing. I mean,
That's
good
true.
grief, that's just good. That's gonna be horrible. So, but that's not a go. But tell your
That's
daughter
not
that.
a go there. I just want a good provider for my daughter.
That's
There you
it.
go.
That's it.
Which in turn would be your grandchildren.
Right.
Yeah, so,
right.
Because we all know broke don't bring happiness.
No, it don't.
Right. No, you're 100% right.
And a lot of money don't either.
No, sometimes it can be bad with a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Shaq, look where you at, baby? Come on back.
I agree with that to a point. I just
I hear violence. I hear abuse. I don't know all the particulars, but I'm just thinking there's a correlation between guys and how they interact. And yes, Pryor may be very controlling, but then again, she's been in a situation. I'm certain if he beat her down, it ain't the first time.
I'm pretty sure they're going to either be marriage or done.
Right.
I'm kind of gonna go. She gonna go back to him. I'm kind of figuring
No,
out.
he going to go back. She stabbed him.
Right.
So I think
He was arrested
after
too.
he beat her.
He got
Yeah,
arrested
but I'm
in the
just
hospital when he
saying.
was.
But I'm just saying.
Before
Yeah, I might have put my
officer.
hands on you, but I ain't trying to kill you.
Right.
You tried to kill me.
But he got arrested.
The only
Yeah,
reason
see, I
you
would-
didn't kill
it would
me
be
is
done.
because I got that knife and put you
No,
on
I'm just
me.
saying maybe he might have choked her, dragged her, slapped her. I'm saying, but she tried to
You
go
close
to the
to-
heart.
Yeah,
You
that's
just-
that's something else.
You choked her and grabbed her and slapped her.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to
How
kill
much?
her.
You ain't that far from you.
No, I ain't choking her. I mean, you like.
She could have did his leg or something. She went straight for the chest. That's
Right.
major organs is
Yeah,
all
you're
here.
right. She could have stabbed anywhere.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah, major organs is right here, and she went right there.
He's choking her. He's down on top of her.
She got
She
family
grabs
members
a
who
knife.
taught her that.
Anywhere you go, you just try and get him off of you.
But
You
you
just
keep
happen
saying
to-
getting off. I mean, depending on what they've been dealing with. I mean, it's
Still
women
think-
that's
I'm
in
still
a
thinking back.
toxic relationship to take a beat down all the time.
And they both got charged with
Right. He
Yeah.
having surgery and got
with
charged.
assault.
You-
She faces attempted murder and assault.
You use the statement is a common sense to get them off of you. I mean, you look at some of these domestic
Hey,
violence
Reese, is
pictures.
she out of jail?
No, she's still in jail.
Dang.
He gonna post that bomb.
You ain't.
He gonna post the
He gonna post the
He gonna, as
bomb.
soon as he
Maybe.
get up.
Right.
I bet he can
Maybe.
spit.
What he gonna do,
We
Shaq?
gonna do it again.
We don't know.
I
But
think her.
maybe he'll let her sit.
They gotta make
and-
up.
I think it's next month that she got to stand.
She got to set up. No, oh, she don't got the bond money.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, they ain't give
I
her
don't
a
think They
bond.
didn't give her a bond. I
They,
think.
no, it was attempted murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
she might
gonna
not
be
have
sitting
got a
down.
bond.
Yeah.
They don't go to court till next month. I think.
So
She got to
Which
spend
would be
Christmas
this
in
month,
jail?
I think so.
Is it January or December?
She got kids.
I think. It's,
Oh, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if she
that.
got kids.
She got kids.
oh, I don't know.
Kids ain't gonna have mommy.
Well,
or
how old was
daddy.
she?
She's 24. He's
He
30.
30.
30, yeah.
Okay.
You got a young mamacita.
Yeah, he should have got one a little bit over 25. Maybe he would. He wouldn't have.
I don't think the age would have
No,
mattered.
age wouldn't matter.
I don't know.
You come in at 4 in the morning. You know,
She did the
Oh.
teeth. She did the left eye.
What?
See, I don't.
Pryor was like, I done told your ass. You go.
Coming in here.
I don't care the club closed
You
at
know what I'm
4. I said 2:30.
Right.
I don't know, man. I just, her coming in could have been a defense mechanism. Hopefully, he sleep. I ain't got to deal with this.
She came
She knew he
in
wasn't
with a
sleeping.
girl,
What
though.
man? What female know that her dude not sleeping?
He ain't
And she
gonna
coming
be-
in at 4
he ain't gonna
o'clock.
be
Not a
sleep.
woman on this planet
He-
can say she would.
might have
I
answered
just he
the
gonna
door.
be asleep.
Right.
Right. There you
What
go.
you got on
Face watching
ESPN?
TV.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Girl.
Playing
Yeah, but
Xbox.
what-
Yeah.
what
Park
person-
down the street.
What person wants to come in and have to deal with some of this?
Would you know?
Maybe I'm bringing you in. He might not hit me if you come in.
That's why
there's many things that could have happened.
But she know
Many things
but
that could have happened.
She also know her man too, and why would she
She
even
know her
poke
man.
poke him?
That's what I said at the beginning.
She know
You
her
know
man.
this.
She know her man.
That's not
And
the
that
first
goes-
rodeo. It's not
And
the
that
first
goes
rodeo.
back to what I was saying earlier. what led to this point.
Right.
That's what I want.
She
to
might
know.
have went
whole
out to
ride.
spite just to make him mad.
They kind of got an argument earlier that day.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get all my stuff.
It was Thanksgiving time. He might not, got some ham or some turkeys. Ain't no telling what may have happened.
She get that favorite dressing he love.
Yeah.
So he from Pittsburgh. I thought he was out.
No, he just
he's
moved
from
it.
Pennsylvania.
He's from PA?
Yeah, he's from Pennsylvania.
They recruited him from
Ah,
Ohio State from
right.
Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yep.
But he,
So this
but he
took
was
place
living
in-
in Pittsburgh at this time,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
he got
Hines,
they got an
all-
apartment in
downtown Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Mhm.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, he paying some bread.
Absolutely.
Townhouses aren't expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm paying $2,500 a month. You gonna come in at 4:00 in the morning?
What's going down here?
Right. With your girl
Right.
too, and he probably didn't like.
Talking about you gonna be a model.
No, you
Because
know
if he didn't like her girl, then it's
Oh no,
really
you know the
going
girl.
down.
No, the girl. It was the girl or the other dude that said let him die. So
Oh,
You
And
know
his
it's
boy
already-
called him and said, "Man, you know your girl down here."
right, man, she twerking.
right, she twerking in VIP.
Man, they popping bottles up in
She
here.
twerking in VIP.
You sure y'all still together,
You know
Terrelle,
what I'm
man?
saying?
She got the blue light special.
Right. One of them D boys and just rolled up
Oh
in here.
man, you know that.
Oh,
Got way more money than Pryor.
you know,
She probably went deep into his bank
Right.
account too.
you know,
She got way more.
you got the
Way
new
more money.
Maybach.
He playing with money.
You know,
He trying to make yours meet.
you know. You was behind on your payment last month.
Oh man,
Oh, that's
he's
hilarious.
sitting right by her,
Dang,
buying
yeah,
whole bottles.
that's hilarious. Yeah, so that's any. I mean that Terrelle Pryor. Ooh, old state. Any other comments on that, y'all? We gonna wrap this one on up.
Hope
and
he get
to
back
it.
in the league though.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what he need.
Maybe.
That injury though,
Get
yeah,
healthy.
you got it. Where it was by the heart.
Yeah, she
I mean,
trying to
that's-
she trying to stab.
That's messing with his whole life,
Mm.
his career, not just his life, his career.
Well, they said he's gonna make a full recovery.
Recovery, yeah.
Supposedly.
I said I
okay,
read that
good.
too.
Okay,
I wish him the best, but he won't get back in the league. He's 30 now. Everybody that's coming out is going to be 20. He's going to just keep getting older as they keep saying the same age.
And he wasn't polished as a wide receiver. Anyway.
No, he was not.
Pretty much, yeah.
He was not.
You know. No. But he hasn't, but then again, he also hasn't been able to transition into his next life either. So,
So he played what 7-8 years. That's good years.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Don't they get?
If-
How many years is it before the NFL? You get a retirement.
I think there's like after 4 or 5
Is
years.
that-
right.
So he
Okay.
definitely got a retirement coming. So
Yeah,
that's
but
good.
he's not. I don't think he's old enough to.
Yeah, he's
to-
not
No,
old.
you gotta wait
Right.
till like 45,
40, yeah,
50.
that-
Right.
You mean
So
to
in
tell
the
me you can
meantime-
play in the NFL, and if you stop playing at 30, you got to wait another 10, 12 years
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get any
That's
kind of
The
pension? or-
money that
That's
you
any
put the
retirement.
money that you put in the retirement, it gotta grow.
Oh my goodness!
You-
Oh, it's
your
still-
money,
it's still
your money
investment
just
piece.
can't come straight in and grow on mine. I've been
Right.
like
I've
20
been-
years to get mine. So
I
you
played in the
supposed to get
60s,
yours.
right.
You got your got to grow too.
Gotta grow.
Right. Okay.
So in
It's more-
between, so what do a professional player that was his career? What do you do for that?
9 to 5,
Okay.
or have something going on.
Announcer.
That's where
Yeah.
you go back into
Yeah, you're
transition.
gonna have
into
to have
the
something
next
else
life.
going on in
Into
your
your
life.
next
Right.
life.
Okay.
You got to figure out what you're going to do from this moment to that moment, and
Because you
were
know you weren't gonna
smart
play
enough?
forever anyway.
Right.
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 Right. Right.
Because the average age, what is it, 4-6 years at the most
Yeah,
for a
for
professional
football.
athlete,
Right, for
and then
football.
after that, it's pretty much you go from there to something else.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Okay, that's good.
So
information. I did not know
Hopefully
that.
got that degree and use that degree.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Point.
if he went back to school,
Well,
Well,
it
I
ain't
thought
make no
almost
difference.
NFLs don't they have to have a degree?
he
Oh,
can leave
no.
as a junior.
Wasn't it a time that they did?
No.
Right. They
Terrelle Pryor,
They were.
used
Pryor
to
came
let you. They used to make you until what 88, 89 when Barry Sanders came out early, like after
San-
junior year. Yeah, but they used to. It used to be a point. I
You-
think
You're right, because remember Herschel tried to come out his freshman year,
right.
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let him. And he had to wait till
He
Also-
came to
next year.
junior. Right. He
And
came
also
on the
remember-
sophomore.
Sophomore year.
Remember what was his name? Billy Dupree.
Right.
So
Ooh,
yeah,
wait, Billy
so,
Dupree.
So yeah, and then he went to the USFL.
Right.
But now
so-
you got to wait till your
To after
Junior year now. Yeah.
After your junior year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a matter of and are you smart enough to be able to take whatever you made at the time and live off of that, or
Right.
do whatever until you get to that moment. where it's like,
Man,
wow.
you see how
You out
many
there splurging money.
yeah, you see how many people they had. I watched a 40 for 40. Wait a minute, did I say that right?
Third.
Okay, well, you know.
You're right. You get a
Sorry.
pass on that one.
Close.
Yeah,
I
we-
watched it.
10 for
and
10.
All right, then. And- don't make fun of me. I'm getting this together here.
You're good.
And they were talking about how many players, come out of the game and they really truly be broke. That's crazy.
A lot of stuff be happening, boy. I'm here to tell you.
Well, you
Oh,
just
man.
I think part of it is that you've been so helpful to people for so long, and then you still want to do certain things, and they don't realize, they still see you as this, but you're not that anymore.
Right.
So the next thing you know, and you don't kind of want to disappoint people,
Right.
but at the same time, I ain't got it.
Like I used
But
to.
you've never been able to say no before.
Right.
And
That's
then when
a
you
just-
start
That happens
saying
a lot.
no,
Because
you done
everybody
changed.
Everybody looks at you like
Right.
you
You
cash
the
cow.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
You the one.
and some people don't want to lose that moniker.
Right.
I am the man. Nobody
Right.
wants to lose that.
Right.
So, So,
Okay. All right. Well,
mhm.
we're going to go ahead and wrap this one on up. D. Rizzo shutting it down for Upscale Media Group. Y'all go ahead and sign on off.
Jerome Lane within the lane.
Kelley Williams-Bolar, and that's Kelley with 2 E's, Upscale Media.
And it's Pariece Williams. My Twitter is Akron Reese Cup with Upscale Media Group and Rizzo Nation.
Maurice Wright Mule.
All right. We're signing off, y'all. Thanks for listening.
Are y'all some
Bye.
That's a brother.
All right.
I didn't know that. See?